When it comes to banking, it's always good to do business with people you know, and more importantly, with people who know you, your family, and your children, because our kids are the future of our community. That's why Citizens Bank always puts your family first in Lawrence County. For all your family's banking, whether it's checking, savings, money market, or just some solid advice, come see our family at Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, 1210 Hillcrest Parkway, right across from the hospital. Citizens Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Hi everyone, we'd like to welcome you to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Terrio, and we are here on the east side in Falcon Country, and it is definitely soccer season. We've got Coach Chris Robertson here himself. How are you, Coach?
Great. Trying to stay dry.
Trying to stay dry. You know, that field is pretty muddy out there.
It's very muddy. Somebody left the sprinklers on.
I think they did. All right, Coach, let's talk about how this season is going, and we want you to be specific with some of these girls and just want to talk about where you want to take this team now.
Well, I'm excited. We've worked hard. We've started in January with conditioning, and we've worked really hard. We've had a good start to the season. We're 3-1. We got beat by Savannah Christian, but they're a good soccer team. They're always a good soccer team, and I wanted the girls to experience the private school game because hopefully we'll get an opportunity to play Region 6, which is private schools all across out of AA, and we're excited. We've got a lot of girls returning. Amber Oliver's in the goalkeep. She's done a good job. She's a 3-year starter. Chelsea Williams is a 4-year starter. She's done a good job. And Callie Stinson's a 3-year starter. She's done a good job. And all these girls are defensively. Baja Harvey is a 2-year starter, is a junior. She's done a good job. And Adriana Robertson, who just came out from basketball, she's going to help us out defensively. She got her first start against Dublin the other night. So I'm excited about that. And then Aisha Baldwin's helping us in the midfield. She really did a good job for her first game after basketball season. And she's a 4-year starter. And then Kara Evans is back. She was hurt last year, and she's going to be a 3-year starter this year at wing. And Ariana Reed, I struggle with her name sometimes.
That's all right. That's all right.
Did I get it right? Okay. Well, Miss Reed, she's done a good job. This is her first year starting at wing. And then up top, we've got Julia Watson, who's a 3-year starter. She's a junior. Hannah Terrio, who's a freshman, who's done a great job up top. And Bri Williams, who's a 4-year starter, who's done a great job. So I've got a lot of experience with some young girls and got a good mixture.
You certainly do, and you're talking about 3- and 4-year starters, and you know, when you talk about a team with depth like that, so even despite the losses from the seniors last year, you guys are still a pretty strong team.
I was very fortunate. My first year was 4 years ago with this group of seniors, and I walked into a program that had not done very well, but I got a group of 4 seniors that were freshmen then that have really worked hard and done what I've asked them to do and competed, and they're going for their 4th year as making the playoffs, which is unheard of at East Lawrence, and it's all up to them. I mean, I'm not a very good soccer coach, but they work hard and they do a good job.
And, you know, and that's nice to see. And, you know, when you talk about these girls who've been playing together for quite some time, you know, it takes that type knitting together in order to make a good team.
Right. They work hard together, and they know each other, and they've been around. You know, it's funny. I was listening to Chelsea the other day. She didn't know I was listening, but I was listening.
Eavesdropping, of course, as we parents do.
And she was talking about Julia. I always wanted to take it wide, and they want to take away wide. Well, that's not what we want to do. We want to force them wide. But she knows what Julia's going to do, and that's good because I told them the other day, sometimes when we go against our defense, that's the best look the offense is going to get, even in games. Well, that's the same way the best offense, our offense is a lot better than a lot of other teams. So, you know, we're working hard. We've got some things to improve on, but I like where we're at, and hopefully we can compete against the Dublins, the Harlems, and the Screvens in our region.
Absolutely. And, you know, that's so good to hear. You know, the girls are definitely making us proud in this community.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about some of the things that you're working on. You always want to find out, you know, do an after-action review of how the season was last year. You guys had a great season last year. What things are you working on with these girls to improve upon they're already the skills that they have?
Well, we work on our touch, and if you've seen us at practice, we're always working on our touch because we can always be better at it. You know, when you've got a lot of girls that play other sports, they don't get a lot of time to work on their soccer skills. So some schools this would be basic, but I feel like if you don't have the basics down, then you're not going to be good at anything. So we work on the little things so we can be good at the big things, so we can compete in our region. And, you know, the girls have worked hard. They know what we're going to do, and we're not going to change, and we do what we do.
Absolutely. And, you know, you're talking about working on those little things. Those are just the fundamentals of the game.
Right.
And the competition you had with Savannah Christian, where I know my daughter came home and talking about how good they were and fundamentally sound they were.
Right.
So when you play a team like that, that really helps you put things in perspective and see where you need to work on some things as individuals for a team.
Our non-region schedule is, I would put it up against a lot of teams, especially in our region. Fitzgerald, they haven't lost a game since. They've been beating people's breaks off, and Toombs County's traditionally pretty strong.
Right.
And of course, Savannah Christian's really good. And you know, we went to scrimmage Statesboro, and they're a solid program. So, you know, I want to play good teams because I don't want to get to the playoffs and be a shock. You know, we had a great run last year against Cook County, Vidalia, and then we ran up against GAC, and I just didn't feel like we had experienced that. And I think that comes over time of playing teams, tough teams, and that's why we were playing the Rutlands, the Southeast Bullocks, and tough teams like that.
And, you know, that's what makes the team better when you do play competition that really pushes you to that limit.
Right, and I felt like all 4 years I've been here that we've played a tough non-region schedule, so we're prepared when region rolls around.
Absolutely. And you've been here 4 years, so some of these girls have been along with you, Coach.
Yes.
So would you say that you're good, that you're easy to work with?
Oh, I'm real laid back.
Right.
Don't yell a lot, just flow with it.
You know, I'm going to ask the girls this, you know, whenever I get them to themselves.
They'll say the same thing.
They'll
if they
say
don't, we'll run. I'll need to check the interview after it's done.
Absolutely.
I push them hard. I want to work hard because I want them to be successful. And it's not just on the soccer field, but I want it to carry over in life. You know, a lot of these girls are going to go to college, and they're going to work. They're going to have to work hard, and they're going to deal with people that they don't always jihad with, and they're going to have to learn to deal with people that have a personality like mine.
So you're just preparing them.
Try to.
For the real world.
Try to.
And, you know, these girls are great athletes, and, you know, and it's important to be student athletes. How do you push them as far as making sure they're academically sound?
Well, I don't, because I don't have to. I've got, you know, if you came to the Beta Club induction last night, half the soccer team's on the Beta Club.
Awesome.
And I don't have to worry. I do eligibility every year, and I don't have to worry about it. I check it, and they're all good. So
like, you're good.
So they got good parents that take care of their grades, and that's one less thing I have to worry about.
And you know, as a soccer mom, you're talking about the parents. You know, of course, when we had a parent meeting, and you gave us the old list of our to-do list.
Yes. I mean, I want it to be a total program, and I want the parents involved, and they are. They do a great job. They help out with bringing food and drinks for the games and help out in the concession stand, and you know, they're very helpful, and they come and bring cameras and to practice and interview us and
walking in the mud.
That's right. That's
that extra love.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, Coach, we're so pleased with the work that you're doing with the girls, how you're definitely leading by example, and we look forward to talking to the girls and then seeing what's going on the rest of this season.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
This is Coach Robo, everyone. You know, we're always so pleased to talk to these seniors here, and we've got a senior here, Chelsea Williams. How are you, Chelsea?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Now, Chelsea, we know that you are involved in a plethora of things. So let's talk about how your year's been going and the things that you've been involved in.
I'm busy. I stay busy. I've worked 2 jobs earlier this year. I always have something to do. I'm active in church. I'm active in my community and a lot of community organizations, and I do a lot of things until soccer season. And then when soccer season gets here, they all have to be put on hold.
But, you know, you still wear your crown.
Of course. I am Miss Black Festival 2015, the reigning queen.
All right. Congratulations to you on that. And your parents and your family. Tell us about your family. We know they're so supportive of you, and definitely with your busy schedule, you've got to have their backing.
I do, I do. My parents are really, really supportive. My dad is the assistant administrator at my high school, and my mom's the secretary at the elementary school on our campus. I have 3 brothers that I'm really, really close to. So all of my family members are really supportive of me, and I'm really thankful for to have them.
Now, how has this season been for you with soccer? How's it been for you? Because this is your, when you think about it, kind of the nostalgia hits you because this is your senior year. A lot of things are bittersweet, and you are definitely one of the leaders of the team. How has this year been for you?
Emotional, exciting, a lot of words describe this season. It's nice because it's a sport that I really love, and I love coming out here with these girls that I consider my family. But it is bittersweet to know that it's my last year, but it's time to put in work, and we're going to go hard this year and make it a great one.
Absolutely. I had the opportunity to watch you when you were kind of really motivating the girls, and you kept telling them that they were your why. Explain that to the people out there.
Well, Coach Robo always told us that when we come out on this field, we need to have a reason to do the things, why we do the things that we do. And so I told the girls that they were the reason that I come out here every day. It isn't just for myself, and it isn't for Coach Robo, but it's for them, because I know that it takes more than one person to kick a soccer ball around the field and to score a goal and win a game. So they're the reason I come out here, and even when I come out here on days that I don't feel good and days that I just plain out don't want to be here, they push me, and they're like, Chelsea, we need you, and we feed off your energy. And I'm like, I feed off your guys'. So we together, we're each other's support system.
And that's so important for a team. And so when you look back over the years that you've played soccer, okay, is there anything different about this year for you?
Definitely this year is different because I'm a top dog. I'm a captain now, and coming through the years, my freshman year was definitely different. Coming from middle school soccer to high school soccer, it was a huge stepping stone because I was scared. I didn't know what to expect. The girls ran a lot faster for sure. I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
But watching the girls above me lead our team gave me a lot of foundation, and they kept telling me, they were like, Chelsea, one day you're going to be in our shoes, and we want you to see how to run things. And so it was helpful for them to keep pushing us. And so now, me being a senior, seeing these young girls be in the shoes that I was in once, it inspires me a lot to push them and work hard.
And you can see some of yourself, I'm sure, in some of these young girls. You kind of have to,
especially one of them,
and take them under your wing. My daughter, I know
she
for
looks
sure.
just like me. So I see myself a lot in her.
Your baby cousin.
My baby cousin.
So as a leader, when you say a top dog, that's huge, and that's something that these young girls, like you say, when you first start off playing a sport as a freshman, you do have those fears, you do have those insecurities. So what do you do to kind of help those girls to kind of ease that tension, and that nervousness?
A lot of the time, Coach Robo can be a little intimidating. He does tend to scream a lot.
Is it the beard too that kind of?
Oh, the beard, definitely. I guess when they walk out here and see a man that kind of looks like Yeti, they kind of want to run and scream. So he can be a little pushy, and he's really hard on us, and sometimes that's a little overwhelming for new girls. So I always like to pull them aside and let them know that he wouldn't ride you as hard if he didn't expect something great out of you. So you must be doing something right, and he needs you a lot if he's pushing you that hard. So that helps them out a lot. So I feel like it's up to the older girls to help them out a little bit.
Excellent advice. Excellent advice. So what is in the future for Chelsea Williams? What can we expect in the bright lights of your life?
Well, after this soccer season, I don't want to push it so hard. After this soccer season, after graduation, I plan to go to Kennesaw State University, and I want to be a political science major. And hopefully one day I will be a top defense attorney in the nation.
Fantastic. Are you going to be playing soccer still?
No, I don't think I'm going to be playing soccer. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, and I don't want to tell anything just yet.
Yeah, just keep it on the down low.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing just yet, but just wait for it.
Right.
Just wait for it.
We'll see it. We'll find out what's
Definitely.
going on with Chelsea. Well, Chelsea, thank you so much. Thank you for what you're doing with these younger girls. Thank you for taking my daughter, of course, under your wing to kind of push them and encourage them. Setting the example is so very important, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
In the near future. This is Chelsea Williams, everyone. We are here with another senior, Callie Stinson, and also a homecoming queen for East Lawrence. These beautiful queens are just doing it, aren't they? How are you, Callie?
I'm good. A little tired, sweaty.
But you look fantastic,
Thank you.
And you're still the queen.
Yes, ma'am.
Hail to the queen. All right, tell us a little bit about you. We've been through this before. Tell them about yourself, and let's talk about how this season has been for you
Yes, ma'am.
in the game of soccer.
Well, I am a senior at East Lawrence High School. I'm going on my 3rd year of soccer. We were region champs last year, hoping to be region champs again this year, back to back. I also do cheerleading, 4 years of cheerleading. We won region champs 10th grade, and then region runner-up 11th, and then region champs again my senior year.
How cool is
and
that?
And then finished 7th in state. So it was a very good year, ended my senior year cheer, and I'm hoping for the same in soccer.
Absolutely, absolutely. You've had a fun year, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, before we talk about your this soccer season, what was the experience like for you being crowned Miss East Lawrence? I mean, what was that experience like? I remember we talked to you earlier, just in the,
Yes, ma'am.
the anticipation of that evening, and you were crowned.
Yes, ma'am.
What was that experience like?
Ooh,
And what has changed in your life?
So many emotions, Well, waiting to be crowned. That was the nervous part.
Right.
I mean, of course, who wouldn't want to be crowned homecoming queen for a
Right.
school? And then afterwards, once you win, you have to go out there and be able to talk to people and let people know, like, you're not just someone like that they don't know. You have to make sure you're known around the school, known, and not just some random homecoming queen.
Right.
So
you're more than just a pretty face. That's what you
yes,
like to
ma'am.
let them know.
I try to get myself known in the school and in the community. Anything I can.
That's good. That's good.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
how has this year been for you, being a senior? And as we talked with Chelsea, we know there's still a lot of emotions going on there.
Yes, ma'am. It's I've loved it actually. I mean, it's very hard, of course. You have to come out here, run, get sweaty and disgusting, dirty, pouring rain. You have to come out here,
Muddy.
slide, dirty right now. Mud everywhere. But I always have a mindset, go out there and give it 100%, no matter like how you feel. And being region champs last year, oh my God, it was such an amazing feeling.
Right.
Being region champs in cheer, tears
Yeah.
coming out of my eyes in my senior year. So I really am striving to be region champs again this year. My number one goal, then playoffs after that.
Absolutely. Well, you've just had so many wonderful things happening.
Yes,
But you
ma'am.
know what that shows, though? That signifies the hard work that you girls have really been putting
ma'am.
into what you do. Because you don't just wake up and become a region champ.
No, ma'am. You work every day.
What's your work ethic like? Because we can tell, here you are, you're talking about, well, I want us to be region champs. I want us to be, what is your work ethic like? Because I'm quite sure that you really are very controlled as far
Yes,
as, and disciplined.
Well, of course, you have to come out here and work as a team, always. Sometimes it's hard, getting in arguments with the girls. I mean, we butt heads sometimes.
Right.
It's
As girls
we're
do.
girls, yes, we butt heads sometimes.
Right.
So the main focus really is to push through all the drama and all the hurt and all the pain, everything that goes on, and work as a team, honestly. Like, if you're not one, then you're nothing.
Right.
If you don't work as a team, then what are you working for?
Absolutely. And do you find, like with some of the young girls, that you have to pull some aside to have like a little one-on-one sometimes?
Definitely. Coming up and as a senior, you want to goof off sometimes. Even I want to goof off as a senior.
Right.
Joke around, lighten the mood some. But sometimes, there's time to joke around and there's time to be serious. And
Right.
our coach, he's usually on our tails. Be serious, be serious. You
Right.
want to beat all these teams, like you say. Then
Right.
you gotta. So I'll pull the girls off to the side sometimes. Hey, just get a little serious, because if we want to be back-to-back region champs, it's just what's got to be done.
I mean, it requires that. It requires a level of discipline, and you have to have balance.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to have balance. And I'm sure as a senior, you've noticed that, to where you have matured through the years,
Yes, ma'am.
as a student, as an athlete, where you see where, to whom much is given, much is required.
Yes,
that you
ma'am.
really have to work hard.
Yeah, starting my 7th grade year, I knew not one thing about soccer at all. I remember my coach, she's like, all right, Callie, you can pick your team and put them where you think they need to go. So I was like, I didn't want people to know that I knew nothing about soccer.
Right.
I was just like, so you can go and you can score the ball,
Right.
and you just go and kick it.
Yeah,
Chelsea
yeah.
before me, she had to take control, tell everybody where to go.
Right. But you've learned through the years.
Yes.
You have learned, which is a wonderful thing. So what's up with you after high school?
Of course, I plan to graduate, and then I want to attend college here at Middle Georgia, and then I want to transfer after I finish my core classes to Georgia College in Milledgeville, and then
Undergraduate.
yes, ma'am. Got to be orthodontist.
How awesome is that?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect, perfect. Well, we're certainly proud of you, and we know your family are proud of you.
Yes,
You got to
ma'am.
mention your parents.
Oh, yes. My mom. She's that mom. The soccer, the cheer mom. She's always there supporting, always in the crowd yelling.
Yeah. And you know, and that's, you need that.
Yes, ma'am.
You need that.
She pushes me 110, 24/7, every day.
Because, you know, we live our lives vicariously through you guys.
Yes,
You know
ma'am.
that, right?
Yes.
You're living our dream.
Yes. Oh, my
that's
goodness.
that's all
My
you
mama
mom.
wakes up every day. Yes. When I won homecoming queen, she's like, you know I'm living this through you, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
So-
So thank you to your parents. Thank you to you for the
Yes.
work that you're doing. Keep doing great things, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is Miss Callie Stinson, everyone. You know, we have had such a wonderful time getting to know the seniors here. We've got Miss Aisha Baldwin with us. Hi, Aisha.
Hi.
You know, I feel so tall standing next to you, and I don't even have on high heels. I feel good right
And
now.
I have on cleats.
You got on cleats, and you got
with extra inches.
All right, Aisha, you tell us about your family, and let's talk about your experience here that you've had with the team.
This is my 4th year playing soccer with East Lawrence High School, and it has been a great pleasure. We have really progressed from being a small team to being region champs, and it's just an amazing feeling, and it feels great.
And how long have you been playing soccer?
For 4 years.
So you know, did you start playing as a freshman? Like, was that the first time you started playing soccer?
I played 2 years in middle school.
Okay. So you've been playing the game for a little while. And so how have you improved over the years? If you kind of look back over your career, what areas have you improved?
I would say I'm starting to actually play the game with smartness now, and just realizing that that there are other ways around beating teams, not just with skills.
Wow, that's right. So you're learning mentally how to play the game.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
you can have the skills, but you have to have some mental toughness. And that requires a lot of wisdom out there on the field. That's very good. That's very good. Now, do you play any other sports, or is this it for you?
I also play softball and basketball.
Would you consider soccer your main sport, or is basketball or?
I would say they're equally important because I learned a lot from each sport,
Right.
and it kind of carries on to the next sport.
Absolutely, because when you're talking about being a well-rounded athlete, the principles are still the same, even though the games are different.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you've learned through the years about the mental abilities that you need, the smartness, so you say. How do you, when you see the younger girls, how do you help them in that area when you see that they need some help in that area? What do you do?
I just try to help them, and I tell them that some things that they need to work on if they need help, or if they come to me individually and ask for help, I just give them my opinion on the situation, and I ask the coach if what I said was correct.
Very good, very good. And so what is it, like for your future plans? You know, this is a senior year. You've been here for 4 years. Do you get a little sad when you think about, you know, like this is one game closer to being my last game playing here for the Falcons?
Yes, ma'am. It's absolutely mind-blowing when you think about how life would change after I graduate high school. And it's like, it's crazy. I can't even explain the feeling. I'm going to miss it.
Oh, we've been there. We've been there, done that. It's been about 27 years, but we remember when it's getting closer and closer to being your last game, you know, as a senior. And so, of course, your family, you know, I used to work with your granddaddy in a little bitty grocery store back in the day, and we know they're so proud of you. How important do you think it is, in your opinion, to have the support of your family, your friends? How important is that?
Oh, it's absolutely important to me because I feel like the only reason why I push so hard in life is because of my family. And with their support, I feel like all things are possible.
How cool is that? Now, do you have brothers and sisters?
I have two sisters.
Where do you fall in that?
The middle child.
You're the middle child. You're the middle child. All right. So what are your plans after high school? Have you already decided on the college you plan on attending, or do you plan on going to college?
Yes, ma'am. I've decided on the college I wanted to attend.
So you're keeping it on the wraps.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you still want to play sports, or are you going to kind of ease off the sports?
I feel like I'm gonna kind of ease off the sports and pick up another hobby of mine, and I'm thinking about traveling more.
How cool! How cool is that? You're going to be a woman of the world.
Yes, ma'am.
You know that, a woman of the world. Well, congratulations on everything you're doing. Enjoy the rest of the season. Savor the moments. Keep giving good advice to those girls. Keep encouraging them, and keep setting the example for others to follow. All right?
you.
This is little Aisha Baldwin, everyone. Thank you. These girls are so amazing. We've got Bri Williams here herself. How are you doing, Bri? Can I call you Bri?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we're very good. All right, Bri, talk to us a little bit about you, and let's talk about you as a leader out here on the field.
Well, I'm a senior, and I've been here for 4 years, or playing high school varsity for 4 years. And I just love my team, and they're my whys. This is the reason why I play this sport. And each and every one of these girls, they're just amazing.
Can't even say.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Wow. And, you know, and we know it's emotional for you seniors. You know, we've been talking to the other girls, and they themselves have been expressing that. As a senior, what's different about you from last year when you played?
I think it's just that you have to show leadership for the underclassmen and everything, and you have to be a role model to them and just show them how to get stuff done.
Right. How's that experience been? Because you know us girls, we sometimes hard to deal with.
Kind of
with one another.
Stressful. It's real stressful.
But it's been a good experience because you say these girls are like your family. They're your why.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I guess I've been with them for so long, and they're just like my soccer sisters, I could say.
And so when this season's over, how are you gonna make it, Bri?
I don't know. I don't know.
And so, and you know, being a leader out there, that's so very important. And these girls definitely, we know they look up to you. You can tell that they look up to you. What have you learned through the years? You know, you've been playing for quite some time. If you had to give a message out there to some young girl who wants to play soccer, who's just now starting out, you know, that's going to really help her, to push her to be a better player, what advice can you give?
Just keep going and try your hardest, and Robo will give you a chance to be out there and start varsity, and just keep doing what you're doing and practice.
Practice, practice, practice. You know, a lot of times when people want to be good at something, they don't realize how much work it requires.
Yeah, it sure does. And just like I've been doing it since 7th grade, and I've learned so much from different people, and I'm here now because of practice. Absolutely,
you're here. And so what's up for the future for you? What are your plans?
I'm planning on going to Middle Georgia and being a physical therapist and helping athletes when they get hurt.
What about older athletes who've been hurt?
Yeah, that too.
Look at that right there. Me.
You hurt.
These knees, honey. But that's wonderful. You still want to be able to be around athletes and help athletes. Very good, very good. Well, you know what, Bri? We're proud of you. We always enjoy watching you out there. You hustle. You're really fundamentally sound, and it's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Nice to see you as a leader.
I love being out there.
We can tell. Just be grinning and stuff.
Yep.
All right. Well, this has been Bri Williams, everyone. Keep doing great things, girl.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We've got Adriana, Camille, Robertson with us. How you doing, Millie?
Fine. How are you?
Had to throw that in because I think that's so cute.
Thanks.
All right. Let's talk about the work you've been doing out here. You've been out here. You've been at it for a while.
2 years.
Talk to us about it, because we know you're involved in other things as well. So why don't you share all that with us?
Yes, ma'am. I played softball for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, and I played soccer for 2. I just came out here last year, and ever since my first year playing soccer, I've loved it.
That is so cool. You know, you're playing triple threat,
Yes.
and academically as well.
You know it.
Yes, I do know it. How has this journey been for you? How has it been for you?
For my senior year, I can say it's been, hard, but, I still push forward, even in academic, sports-wise, and I just try to keep pushing so my younger people that look up to me can say, well, I want to be like her. Since she did it, I can do it too.
And in talking to the seniors, we're really finding out as far as what you've learned through the years and what you're able to instill within these younger girls. Because they do look up to you. They look up to you for advice. They look up to you if you've got a bad attitude.
They have
It's
a
gonna
bad
be
attitude.
okay. So if Millie's gonna be like that, I'm gonna be like that too. So what things have you worked on through the years to improve upon? Because we always can look at ourselves and say, okay, I need to work on that.
Throughout the years, I can say I worked on my attitude the most because I feel like your attitude is the most contagious, and I feel like I need to have a positive attitude. So when the younger ones come up, they can be like, well, she had a positive attitude. It ain't that bad. I can do it too. And, be respectful. So that's what I've been working on for the past years.
And that's good, because you're talking about positive attitude. That's whether you win, lose, or draw, and especially when it's those close games.
Yes.
Close games, it's like the pressure is on, and it's like everyone is just so tense, and it's an intense moment. And so the girls have been talking about what their why is. What is your why?
My why, I don't know. I ask myself that all the time, like, what is my why? And I don't know. Like,
let me switch it around. So, like, what motivates you to do what you do?
My motivation will mainly be my other teammates. Like, when I see them getting down, I have to motivate myself and them to keep going in the game and not get frustrated.
That's your why, baby. Because when you talk about why do you do something? Why do you get up in the morning and think about, okay, this is what I have to do for the day? When you get out on that field, when you tie those cleats up, your motivation is, why are you doing it? You're not just going through the motion.
Not at all. The motion gets boring. Like, you have to step outside the box.
Absolutely. And what position are you playing? And have you played this position the whole 2 years that you've been playing?
I play stopper.
And I started last year. Yes. You stop it, don't you, Millie? All right. And so what are in the works for you after graduation?
After graduation, I plan on attending Albany State University.
Boom. That's awesome. And what do you plan on playing a sport there?
No, ma'am. I'm just going to focus on my academics.
Focus on your academics. Do you already know what you're going to major in, or are you still undecided?
I'm going to get my MSN, Masters of Science in Nursing.
How cool is that? You can doctor on folks and everything.
Yes.
I want Nurse Millie, please. Fantastic. Well,
Yes.
We're so proud of you, Millie. We're proud of all the work you're doing academically, how you're representing your family, your school, and all of the sports that you're playing,
Yes.
and being a leader out there on that soccer field.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Keep doing you, Millie.
I will.
All right. This is Millie, everyone.